Hello and welcome back. This is going to be the second video of my little first look view. This video is just going to be going over the main look of what you'll see when you first come into the game. So when you first start out, you'll get your character obviously in front of you in the middle of the screen. You'll start out with a little cutscene, obviously going through your personal story and explaining the basically events which have gone on. You'll start out like a little tutorial world, give you a little quest, you'll go through it after you defeat a boss, depending on what you've picked, so depending on what race you have, but it's basically the same layout all the time. Char, human, Norn, you pick it, it's basically the same layout, gives you detailed description what you need to do, go through it, and then you end up in your home city. But let's get started on some of these. So as you come in, like me, I'm a human, so my hometown is Divinity's Reach, which I'll show you in the map. So this is the human starting area, you could say. So this is the human city, main city.
Looking out for me lately.
Oh? How so?
Everything's just
And
been
I've
going
got
so
some
well.
people talking in the
I
background.
should offer up some prayers of thanks.
She'd probably
Go away! Shut up! God. You know what, I'm going to just have to turn down the entire sound because this is going to do my head in trying to explain stuff. There we go. So no sound. Don't need it. But yeah, where were we? So this is the basic human starting area. This is the main city of humans. Don't worry, any different race can go into it, any home city. It's just this is where humans start off. This is the map itself of Tyraria, or whatever you want to call it. There's different areas, so this is where the humans area is. Each race has their own area. The Norn, I believe, is somewhere here. I think it's there. Possibly. Hopefully I'm right. So this is where the Norn starting area is. This little area here. This is where the Char starting area is. This is where the old Ascalon from where Guild Wars 1 used to be set. In this area here. So this is the Char starting area. And if we go over to the far left of the map, the starting area for the is it the plant ones? Sylvari? Here, I think. Yeah. Plant creatures, the Sylvari race, they start here, and there is the other one. Where's the other one? I do believe there's another one race somewhere nearby. Is it that one there? I do believe this is where the Asura. Is it Asura? Asura? Aurora? That's their starting area here. I could be wrong on that one, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, there's 5 starting areas, 5 cities, or 6 if you count Lion's Arch, that's like another main city of the humans. Yeah, that's the main area. Each area is split up into levels, so obviously Queensdale here, this is where you start from 1 to 17. So all creatures in this area will be between level 1 and 17. You may get some more, a bit stronger I think, but they're like a lot used to take on. And each area pans out. You can see it's quite box-like actually. So you get 1 to 17, then you get 15 to 25, and then you get 25 to 35, and then obviously you've got your 35 to 45, and then you've got 25 to 40 there. So there's different level range. But the only downside I could say is there's too much of this box-like pattern of each area. You can easily tell the different areas in the game. Oh god. There is these markings, so if I go over one by one, there is tasks, which these hearts. These are what you complete to earn XP and money. So they give you well not set XP, but money and XP random based on your level and all that kind of cool stuff. Next one is waypoints. These are teleport points. So these ones actually, if you click on them, cost you money. So depending on how far you are wanting to teleport away, will determine on how much it's going to cost. So obviously the currency in this game is copper, silver, and gold. So if I want to teleport to Shaymore's waypoint, it's going to cost me 47 copper. But if I want to transport to, let's go to another one further away. No, that's contested, can't go for that one. Meadows waypoint, it cost me 66, it's further away from where I need to be. So bear in mind, if you want to travel long distance, do not use, unless you want to run all that way, to just narrow it down so it doesn't cost as much, but do not really want to use these waypoints just as much, only for like short distance travels. There is a second kind, which is these purple, which I've got this little green icon at the moment, so if I could turn that off. Navigation, no. If I could actually turn it off, I'd show you. But basically, let's go over this one. This should show me. Maybe not them. Basically, these purple icons appear up, and these are long distance travels. They're set, so this one will go to Lion's Arch, so it'll travel all the way down, and you'll come out on these points here. And then and then you come out from this one here, come down, and then you've got 4 other points you can go into. So each one's to the race of each different world, home city race. So you can go into each one and go there. So it's like a central hub, this Lion's Arch. Then you've got your points of interest, which are just places you go to earn XP as you explore and unlock. So if you go to each one of these, you get a bit of XP to go towards your leveling. You've got skill challenges, which are used to get skill points, which you can use to spend on skills. And then you've also got vistas, which are basically high points. You go to them, you click on the F button, and it'll give you a little cinematic view of the area around, and you get some XP for it. And yeah, it's that kind of cool thing. And also when you walk into different areas, so as you can see, let's try to find a unexplored area. This area here is unexplored. So if I walk into this area, it'll explore it, give you a nice detailed description. It'll give you a little just pop up in the middle of your screen, go in. This is, I don't know, say it was Shire of Beeton. Beetleton. It'll pop up with saying that discovered Char of Beetleton, and you'll get a certain XP. I think it really does depend on your level cap. And one thing actually about waypoints I've noticed is the more higher level you are, the more it's going to cost you, because they know you're going to have a lot more money. So keep that in mind when you're travelling around. It's cheap when you first start out, which is fun and great, but as you level up, it does cost you more money by the seams of it. It used to only cost me like 17 silver. Oh, not silver. 17 copper and that, just to jump from point to point. But you know, like this one, I remember when I used to be able to travel like 17 copper. I keep trying to say silver. Well, that'd be expensive. But now it's gone up to 54. So keep that in mind. You will have to do a lot of travelling on foot when you start getting to high levels, because it does get quite expensive. But then again, you might have the money for it, so that's another one. Another point on this map I'm going to point out is there is a completion rate. So for this sector here, which is based in Divinity's Reach, there is it's like a breakdown of the main one. So this is the main, this is the entire map, and this is just for this area. So if you unlock, go to each one and get every one of these completed, you'll get a chest with some stuff, some XP and some silver or money in that, which is quite cool. So you really need to go for these if you want to get some money in that and some cool stuff, because you can get some cool items from them. It is random what you get, but some of the stuff that you get is quite useful. But I think that's from the map. You can actually select on and off, so if you want to find certain things, you can unlock them, untick them basically, and it makes it easier to uncrowd the map so you can see a bit more. So if I want to find something, I'm like, oh, well, where are services? You can just click it, and then it'll pop up, and there's like, oh, there's services there, and you can untick it, and basically you can just have a look at the map as it is. Waypoints will always show. They'll always be there, but they'll kind of like grayed out a bit, which is kind of cool. You may notice the down arrows. These little down arrows here, these are basically telling you that it's further down than you, so it's lower down in the ground. So if I hit this one, these will pop up now, a lot more easier to see, so it's letting you know this is on the same level. All these waypoints are on the same level. But if you go back to this one here, it's showing that it's actually not on this level, it's actually one above. It should have an up arrow, but it doesn't. But yeah, it just lets you know that it's not actually on the same level playing field as you. So obviously, so there's that. I think that is for maps, so I'm going to tick these all back on because I do want them on. I think I've actually gone really explaining into this. In your top right hand corner gives you gives your objectives. So in the top right is always your objectives. I don't think you can move them around. I haven't really done much. I just leave it as it is. So obviously there's the moment, this is my personal story, because I haven't completed it. It gives me the name, a description of what it is, and obviously what level I need to be about to be able to complete this. You can be lower, it's not saying you have to be this level, but it's basically saying, oh, this is 42, you might struggle if you're not good enough at the game, or good enough at your character, or it just might be just too hard for you. Now if you go down to the bottom right, this is your minimap, so this is your local area. You can zoom out for it to get a broader view, but icons start to disappear the further out you zoom out, so it's just cool for just seeing where you are, so you're like, ooh, am I anywhere near? And the map does orientate around you, so if I spin round, you can see the map twirls and it makes me slightly dizzy. You can change it as well, so if I want to pan to my story, your objective, it'll point to that point. Now if you want to go back to your character, you click that icon and it goes straight back to your character. A center view on the map, on the mini-map to you. Then you can click to world map obviously, or you can just press M if you want. Zoom in, zoom out, so obviously I want to zoom back in. You can make this bigger if you feel like it. It's not, you don't have to keep it that small, you can actually make it taller, and it gives you an idea where you are as well in the world. So obviously I'm on Dwayne High Road, so if you want to tell your mates, oh, I'm at so and so place, they can come, so I can go, oh, I'm at Dwayne High Road, they know where I am, they can teleport straight to that point, if they've found it obviously. There's a clock. I've enabled this, you've got to enable it in the options in-game, basically real world time. This gives me an idea how long the video is going to be at least. In the bottom is your XP bar, so obviously it gives you from 41 to 42. I'm nearly 3 bars complete so far out of, I think it's 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah, 10. So nearly 3 bars out of 10. Gives you, if you hold your cursor over it, it gives you, this is how much XP you have and this is how much you need. And that's what I'm heading for, 42. In the middle, you've got your character, so this is right in the middle is the health bar, which will obviously decrease if you get attacked or take fall damage. Just above that is your dodge, to dodge and evade attacks, so if I press V, or you can click on it, your character will obviously move backwards. If you move forwards, you'll roll forwards. It's a good thing for dodging and evading attacks, but it does also have to regen over time, so don't expect it to just be able to spam the hell out of it, because it won't work, and you can press V as well by doing it. You got the skills, so I will go into more in these, but I'm just going to base it overview. This is 5 skills for your weapon, and you got 5 other skills. One's your healing skill, one's your utility, and one's an elite skill. I will go into these in another video because you can't explain all Bat Guild Wars in one video or two. You need about 5. So I will explain them later on. So I just want to go a quick overview. For Ranger, obviously this is the pet. So obviously I get this little cool icon at the top here. This is my pet. These are all the commands I can give him. He's got an attack. I can ask him to return to me, attack my target, avoid combat or guard, and stow pet, so I can keep him away. So if I want to hide him, I can do that. And then change your pet in that one. The swap button for your weapons, so I can switch and match between my weapons. But obviously I'll go into that later on. Bottom left is your social interface, if you want to call it. This is where you go for your, just to chat to people. So obviously you've got your main, you've got your combat, and you've got your friends. So I think that's a new one. I added that one in, friends. That's when my mate comes online and we play together. And then obviously in this part here is your party. So if you have anybody in here, they'll appear in this top left corner here, and you'll just tell you where they are, what class they are and what level. It's just basically saying that you're in a party, you're in a group. And then right in the top corner you've got all these tabs. So you've got game menu, contacts, hero, that's your character, your inventory, your mail, your that's marketplace, Blacklight Trading Company, that's your market area. You got your guild, PvP, which is World v World, and your hints. So that's all that. I think I've explained everything so far. As I said, I'm going to go into more videos about this, because you cannot explain all this in one video, not even one long video. You need quite a few videos. Graphically, this game is amazing. If you just look round, I've got the graphics more or less on high. You know, they're not ultra realistic. You know, we can confuse this for the real world, but because it's not, there's still details. You zoom right in, you can tell it's, you know, obviously a video game. but the game itself is absolutely amazing. So this is the end of the first look at just basically as you come into the game. So I hope you enjoy it. Please, rate, subscribe, let me know if I've said anything wrong or done anything wrong. As I said, I will be going into more detail on certain things I've explained slightly. I've just quickly gone over. I will be going into detail about them. So obviously skills, inventory, mail, and all that. I will be going into more detail. Don't worry about it. Just to make these videos as quick as possible. So as always, thanks for watching, and well, I'll see you all next time, shall I? Goodbye.